Hello. Sir, your voice is not audible. Hello.
Okay, is it audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we are talking about header modifications. Header modifications, what are they? And we are trying to understand what are header modifications. So whenever you are opening any screen, for example, you are opening PA30 screen for maintain HR master data, or PA20 display data, display employee data, for example, PA20. Or you may be opening some screen like PA10 or PA40, or some info type, say 0001 or info type 000, whatever it is. So when you are opening any screen like this, these are the examples. So when you are opening, you can see that the employee, some elements of data, some elements of data are displayed at the header or at the top of the screen. Header meaning top of the screen. So you immediately know what is the, for example, what is the name of the employee, or in some data you will immediately know. Why? How you know? Because as soon as I open any screen, for example, PA30 screen, immediately based on the personal number, the data, some elements of data are displayed at the header or top of the screen. For example, like name, first name of the employee, or last name of the employee, for example, or some payroll area. These are payroll area or a location, etc., are displayed. Okay, so how they are displayed? They are displayed based on the data, which is data being pulled to the header. Data that is being pulled to the header, meaning whatever is displayed, the displayed data is existing and pulled to the header, for purpose of displaying, so that data and other things become easy. It becomes easy for the user. So when you are talking about these data, I don't know why this comes. So each screen, for example, each screen is working with a particular header. Each screen is working with the particular header. For example, I am opening this screen, some info type screen or PA30 screen I am opening. So when I open this screen, it also has some header. This also has some header. This also has some header. Header data is displaying. For example, I'm opening PA30. It is showing me some header data. and that header in the background, that header is at work. So each screen is working with the particular header, and that header code, we know that each screen has a header working behind it. That's why the header is displaying, and this header has a code, is a header code is a two digit number, two digit number. So key for screen header or custom specific setting, each info type is assigned a header id, or header code. Each screen is assigned a header id, which is a numeric code. Okay, so are they standard, or are they predefined, or are we creating? They are, we are not creating, they are maintained automatically, which are generally maintained. For example, 00 is the header id. Let me maintain a header id, is the header id, and this header id you are maintaining for the info type, or say, let's say info type or screen, some screen like pa40 screen or other screen, info type screen. So for example, 00 is the header id. For 00 it is applicable for pa30 that we have talked about. For example, we talked about pa30 example. Let me repeat it again. In SAP system, I am opening PA30. I'm going to T code PA30, then I'm going to a screen, maintain master data screen, where I can enter a particular personal number and check data. Now, as soon as you open PA30, you can see a header is displaying. Why that a header is displaying? In the background, there is a header ID associated with it. The header ID is 00, meaning however you design this 00 header ID, that will be displayed in PA30 screen. It will be also displayed at a PA20 screen also. PA20 also it will display. It will also maintain it PB51, PA51, sorry, PA51 fast entry screens and PA61. Also recruitment T codes are also there, PB20, PB30. These are recruitment T codes. Meaning, if I'm working with this header ID, it will affect all these screens. For example, I want to influence this PA20 screen. I want to see the header in a particular way in PA20 screens. Meaning, whatever I do for PA20, it will affect all these things, all these screens. Because for all these, there is only one header ID. Okay. So next you have other header ID. For example, 10. is the header ID. Header ID 10. You can use for info type 0000. Info type 0. You can also use it for info type 400. Okay. Info type 0000 meaning actions info type. It is actions info type. So the screen, the header I see in info type 00 may be same or different from PA30 screen. So 4000, for example, 4000 is applicant actions. This is actions info type. This is applicant actions info type. For both these screens, header 10 is applicable. For example, I want to work with info type 1, organizational assignment info type 1. Then I will work with header 3. If I want to work with info type 0001, which is nothing but organizational assignment. Organizational assignment info type screen. What does it mean? It means when I open this info type 1 organizational assignment screen, it also has some header. Immediately some data is displaying at the header. Again, that may be same with PA30 or different. How that is defined in info for info type 1 header? It is defined in header 03. Okay. So you have other things like header 01, for example. Header 01. For header 01, you can use info type 2, personal data, personal information now, like date of birth, marital status, religion. These are called the personal data. That personal data info type, when I open, the header is displaying, and that header is displaying because of this header 01, because of that header 01. Then you have header 04. 04 is time management info types. All the time management info types, it has certain header which is displaying. You can use header 04 for all info types of time management. You are using like that. Then you have 02, 02, rest of the info types, other all other info types. All time management info types. This is all time management info types. Whatever are remaining info types, for all other info types, you can use the header 02. So header IDs are assigned to a header modifier. Header IDs are assigned to a header modifier from which the structure of the respective header is defined, as well as the HR country modifier. That is how you can maintain. Okay, so next thing you have to know is the forms, different forms for the fields. For example, I say TXD, TXD or DCIC, DAT, DCIT, DAT, all these things I can use. TXD, DAT, these things I can use. DAT, DD1, DD2, DD3, DD1, DD2, DD3, like this we can use. What are all these things? Let's understand what are all these things. TXD, field name from table and reference to DDIC. Field name from table, field name from table, difference to DDIC entry. DDIC. What is DDIC entry? DDIC is nothing but a data dictionary. Data dictionary. So you will understand data dictionary better if you have ABAP skills, SAP ABAP skills. If you don't have, that's fine. We are configuring this, meaning data dictionary, it is checking, and you can create one field. For example, for education info types, we have created some certificates or some values we created. Similarly, you can create some values which system will check for TXT. DAT, for example, DAT, 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 DAT. Field contents. Field DAT meaning field contents. Field contents. Now field contents length is there. Length, why do you require length is there? 40. For example, why we are talking about length, meaning we are saying that some elements are displayed at the header, at the top of the screen when you open any screen, and it has some space, it is covering some space. For example, it is displaying employee name, first name, last name. First name is, for example, 9 digits, second name is some 7 digits, suppose. So 9 and 7 digits, meaning it is 16 digits plus one space in between, totally 17 digits. 17 digits are required. So at a header, it is taking 17 digit. How many digits you want to allow? That is why we are talking about length here. Field contents length 40. DD1, DD2, DD3. Okay, name 10, 15, 20. Name, employee name, length 10. It's also same, employee name. This is also same, 15. You are giving more space here, some 20. Length is 20. Employee name or applicant name, or applicant name. Applicant name. Why applicant? Applicant meaning recruitment module. Why we are using applicant here? Because some screens are applicable for both PA and recruitment module. You can see here, this only one header is working for PA30, PA20, PA51, 61, PB20, PB30. It is working for all these screens. Some other screens also it is working. These are, for example, are recruitment T codes. These are PA module T codes. So one name that is displayed is either an employee name or a applicant name. Employee name meaning he has already joined the company. Applicant name is you are maintaining applicant data. You may have to conduct interview, or you may think you might have rejected, or you may be putting on hold, or you have selected but complete data is not maintained, or employee has not joined, or some employee joining date has been given. Whatever it is, applicant data is different from employee data. An applicant may become employee, that is a different thing. So that is what we are saying here, applicant data or employee data. Length you are giving, certain length you are allowing. You will use these things. Another thing you have to note down is 3 lines. Standard 3 lines are there at the top. Standard 3 lines at the header. 3 lines like this. You are giving lines. Let me type like this. I'm typing 3 lines here. Why I'm doing that? Because standard header has 3 lines. They may not be visible, but you can maintain data in these 3 lines. For example, you are maintaining some first name, space last name, some payroll area where the employee is belonging to. So he belongs to this particular corporate office in Bangalore city as a manager. These things you are immediately displayed when you are opening a particular screen. How that data is displaying? The data is displaying in the 3 lines at the header. So maximum 3 lines. Maximum 3 lines in the standard. Minimum 0. You can use 0 lines, or you can use 1 line, or you can use 2 lines, or you can use maximum of 3 lines. In these 3 lines, you can maintain data for display purpose. So if, for example, in some real-time cases, as you are a software consultant, they may depend on you to, they may want to maintain, for example, 4 lines. 4 lines is not possible in the standard, so you have to go for development. Anyway, you are maintaining the data in 3 lines and multiple columns. For example, this is one column, this is another column, this is another column, this is another column. That is why you have to keep in mind the length, field content length, 40 or 20, you are giving the space at different lines. That is how you are maintaining. So what I will do is, let me log into SAP screen, and we will check it. How to go about? First we will check what I'm talking about, then we can maintain some data. Let me go to what I'm saying is, I'm typing some T code, any T code. For example, I'm typing PA20 T code and hit on enter. So you are coming to this screen. PA20 meaning it is a display screen. So I'm entering some partner. When I enter partner, you can see here name TM12, TM12 space TM12, RL manager, senior manager, corporate office, Pune. All this is displaying about this. This is nothing but a header. You can see there are 3 lines. This is one line, TM12, TM12 space RL Pune. This is one line. In one line, you are cramping some data elements. This is the second line, RL manager, RL Syrian manager, corporate office. These are different columns in the second line. Third line again, RL regular payroll area it is displaying. This is one header. If I go to PA40, or I have gone to PA20 now, I will now go to PA30. It's the same screen. It is the same screen again. Whether PA20 or PA, different transaction codes. One transaction code for display, another transaction code for modifications. But header is same. You can see the header, same header. You are seeing the same header. Why you are seeing the same header? Because we have just displayed it. In what we are saying is, we have just talked about it right now. We just talked about it. For this header, whether PA20 or PA30, only one screen header is working behind it. That screen header is 00. We have just discussed that on the notepad. But if I use some other T code, for example, I'm using PA40 T code, which is a action T code. It may be same or different. Or I'm using some info type. For example, I'll go for some info type. And here it may be different or same. It depends. It may be different or it may be same. It depends on the type of configuration. Depends on the type of configuration. These things can be different because the screens, some screens are same, have same header, which we have noted in the notepad. 00 header is applicable for PA20, PA30, PB20, PB30, PA51, PA52, PA61, these screens, etc. Similarly, we are also maintain other things.